If you're one of those people who hates receiving compliments on your home, you're gonna wanna avoid these 30 products under $30 because they are going to instantly elevate your space and people are gonna be like, wow, this is amazing. Now, product number one is this set of 2 motion sensor sconces. So I'm always on the hunt for USB powered sconces because a lot of us cannot hardwire or can't commit to hardwiring. These are wonderful. They do 3 different types of lighting. You can use these to flank a painting, above a painting. You can use them to illuminate your hallway. You can even use them above your bed, behind your furniture to add a nice glow. These are so versatile. You can use the peel and stick option, which I did, but they also come with screws so that you can adhere them to the wall. And they're motion censored. They even come with a remote, and the remote is so sleek. It is very big. You're gonna get it confused with your TV remote, but you can put it on a timer. You can change the type of lighting. This is probably the most luxurious looking lighting option I've ever found online for under $30, and these are so sleek. While we're speaking about lighting, we have to talk about the candle category. So candles require a lot of care to keep them looking luxurious, and I don't actually have a favorite candle brand on Amazon, which is where a lot of these products are from. My favorite brand is a small business called Agape Candle. Definitely recommend checking them out. I give them loads and loads of my money every month and I don't regret it at all. But part of taking care of your candles well is having a candle snuffer instead of just blowing all of your spit and all the debris in your mouth all over the candle. So candle snuffers are really fantastic. I have this gold one. It has a twisted base. It's great for extinguishing the flame, making sure you're not getting spit everywhere, you're not getting soot everywhere. It's so luxe and it is a decorative accent in and of itself. So it's just going to elevate any vignette. If you ever find yourself styling and you're like, I just need a third piece, but I can't figure out what it is, chances are a candle snuffer is going to get the job done. I'm also really loving these burgundy taper candles. People often do white taper candles or cream taper candle. Mix it up, make it a little bit more interesting with burgundy. This wine color, even a Merlot, I might say, is so sultry, it's so moody, it's really going to capture the eye. Great for styling your coffee table. I like to use this for my Valentine's Day party I hosted this year. It was great for setting the mood. If you're trying to get more into hosting, if you're trying to get more into doing tablescapes, having high quality taper candles like this are going to be super versatile. And for these candles, I actually have these brown candle holders. They're fluted. They look right out of the CB2 catalog, and they work for both taper candles and Tealight candles. So you flip them one way or the other way depending upon what you have. So gorgeous. I love the texture, and they're very, very, very heat safe. I had them around lots and lots of candles, lots and lots of heat, and they didn't shatter, which I think is very, very, very important to consider when styling our homes, because sometimes we gravitate towards things that are cheaper just because they're cheap, but just because something is cheap, it doesn't mean it's going to be super high quality. But this is one of those cases where the item is affordable and also high quality. And if you're looking for someone to guide you on what the right purchases are, how do you know that you're getting the best bang for your buck without sacrificing quality? You're in the right place. Hello, my name is Kiva Brent, and I'm your expert in smart shopping and timeless style. And I'd love it if you smash that subscribe button so you can join us each and every week. And I'd also appreciate it if you hit that like button because it lets me know what kind of content you love. Now, this is a relatively new addition to my home, but I think this is such a statement piece, something you might find at a consignment store or secondhand store. This is a Tealight candle lamp. So as you can see here, there is space for a Tealight. You can put an LED one or a real one in there, and then you just put the shade on top. I love the bubbles in the glass. It really has that handmade detail. This is going to be perfect for maybe a romantic dinner in with your spouse, or maybe you want to do some bookshelf styling with that LED candle. Of course, maybe you're looking for a nice glow while you're in the shower and you want to put something on your countertop. This is going to be the way to do so. It just is a little lighting moment, and I love it. I love it. Something else I'm using to better illuminate my space is having a place to hold my matches. So of course I have like those handheld lighters. I think lighters are ugly, and those ones, the USB ones, I don't like the way they sound. They sound kind of scary to me. So I don't use them often. I just like to buy matches, but how do I leave them on display and keep them looking cute? Well, I have this little marble canister. It has a lid, and I just put my matches in there. I think it looks darling. It's a great way to display something really functional. So as I said with the candle snuffer, you can just pair these together for a nice little vignette with a candle, and that's all you need. Every single thing everything there has a function, and function really drives design and styling here on my channel. Now, I already shared those LED sconces with you, but I recently came across these Himalayan salt lamps, and they're also night lights. But the really beautiful thing about these is, one, it gives off a softer glow, a more inviting glow if you're not really into that contemporary look, and it helps you to purify the air because that's what Himalayan salt does. So I really love the dual purpose there, and let me know down in the comments if you'd like a video on healthy home swaps that look good but also help improve your life. I'd love to make a video on that. I've actually started making a lot more healthy swaps in the home because we now have a baby in the home, and I'd love to chat about that with you. And I know we're talking a lot about lighting, but lighting is one of the most powerful ways to instantly elevate your space, especially under $30. I've shared these plug-in sconces before, but if you don't want to do the peel and stick option, this is great because you can plug this right into any outlet in your home. I like to use these under my kitchen island, behind furniture, and in hallways. Behind furniture, it's going to do that nice glowy backlighting we see at all of our favorite luxury hotels, and then in a hallway, it's going to help guide light, really illuminate our artwork, and help distract away from that pesky overhead light that really just isn't screaming chic. And the last lighting item I want to share is this set of 3 glass hurricane candles. So I've shared lots of LED candles in the past here on my channel, but I love that these are hurricane style because it reminds me so much of Pottery Barn, and the Pottery Barn aesthetic is just kind of taking over right now. I actually just got in my restoration hardware catalog, and dare I say they're starting to emulate Pottery Barn a little bit more. Let me know if you want a video on that because I would love to tackle that concept. Next, let's move into textiles because one of the easiest ways to refresh your home, I talked about this in my recent Nancy Meyers video, and if you haven't seen my new series, How to Try Today's Trends, click here to go check that out because I talk about how easy it is to achieve a trend just using textiles. So here are a few textiles I think you're really gonna love. First, we have this striped pillow cover. You get a set of 2 for under $30. I got the lumbar size. These look so similar to my pillows from Restoration Hardware, but they have more of a rustic edge. They're super soft, they're buttery. You're gonna wanna love sitting on these, and I'm gonna recommend using these basic home pillow inserts inside of these for that nice cushy look. And always, always, always size up if you can. You can't often do that with lumbar pillows, but with square pillows, very easy to size up unless it's like a fiber that doesn't have any give. You want it to be stuffed to the brim because that stuffed look really is the hallmark of elegance in today's design scene. I also have these linen pillow covers. Brown is the color of the season. Brown is the diamond of the season, if you will. Brown is having a moment, and brown can get really boring though, just like any color if we're not keeping it interesting. So I'm loving this combination of the linen, the stripes, and then also this bolster option. This bolster option isn't quite under $30 for the set of 2, so I didn't want to share them in today's video, but I love this combo. It's so vibrant in terms of texture that it doesn't even matter that all of the colors on the same, and that, my friends, is one of the tips to amazing interior design. I also wanted to share this bouquet pillow cover with you again because boucle was kind of waning in popularity, and it's back again. It waxes and it wanes, and that's okay. I love the look of this boucle because it comes in this nice earthy color. Those earthy tones are really in. It's gonna pair well with that brown pillow arrangement I talked to you about before, and the zipper is so well hidden, and that to me is luxury, and it doesn't have a pesky tag showing. I think tags on pillows, though some of them do when they're on a lower price point, they can look so tacky, so you do need to cut them off, but I love that this one, it's so sleek. It really, the edges of the pillow really stay nice and crisp, and that to me, it just looks so good. If you're loving the items I'm sharing in today's video and you're like, Kiva, where do I get them? Just click the links down in my description box, and I will also have them pinned down in the comments. And do yourself a favor, follow me over on Amazon as well because I'm always updating my storefront with amazing finds each and every day. Next, I want to talk a little bit about faux flowers because I am the hostess with the mostest. I'd like to call myself a modern day Martha Stewart with, obviously a few differences, but I can't keep flowers alive to save my life. So first, I love these faux olive branches that you see behind me. They're so versatile. The olives never fall off. They're very, very heavy duty. I just think that they are incredible. They're the type of branches where you do a double take and you're like, are those real? Though olive trees do have a lighter underside, I do find that a lot of the ones on the market now, the underside is too light. It almost looks like paper. And I think that makes them look a little bit cheap, and cheap is never what we are going for. The next faux floral I am just absolutely in love with is this set of faux peonies. I've bought it in so many different colors because it comes in at least 5 different color options. I got the green here. I think it's perfect for making a nice flower arrangement. I have it in this vase that I got from Home Goods. If you haven't seen my most recent Home Goods shop with me, I found some other really great faux florals there as well. Click here to go check that out. But I love that it adds a little bit of life. What we're seeing in 2025 is the flower arrangement, not just the singular flower stem. So we are seeing some of this still, but we're also seeing a little bit of variance, and variance is really important for making you do that double take. And again, we're looking for those compliments. That's the point of today's video. And this arrangement is definitely gonna give you some. Now, another fan favorite in my home, something I always get compliments on, is this set of faux artichokes. My father-in-law came in the other day and he was like, these artichokes, why are they in the living room? So, you know, the girls that get it. He wasn't a girl that got it, but people think they're real is kind of the point that I'm making here. They're a great way to kind of elevate your kitchen styling. Maybe you want to style with fruit, with vegetables, but you go through them too quickly in your home and you're not just gonna buy decorative fruit. Eat the fruit, right? It's expensive, so you should eat it. So this is a great way to do some displaying of veggies in an evergreen way. I wanna shift back to scent just for a second because one of the most complimented things about my home is the way that it smells, because I'm one of those people, I'll walk into the hallway, spend a few minutes in there, walk back in and say, hey, does this smell good in here? Because it's very, very important to me. I love to use this Essence Santal diffuser oil. Best oil I've ever tried in the world. I've tried so many brands. I've tried expensive brands. This one is like $18, 10 out of 10. It takes you super far. I use it in this car diffuser indoors, but this also works in your car if you want to get multiple or if you want to take it in and out of the house. I'm not going to judge you. You do you. Phenomenal diffuser, phenomenal oil. I like to use this oil in my kitchen. I use it with my clothing sometimes. I use it in my trash cans. I use it in the diaper pail. It just keeps things smelling fresh, and this brand has so many different scents that I definitely recommend trying. And if diffusing oils just isn't for you, you're more of a candle person, I love my candle warmer. Again, it's a great way to get the scent out there without doing the burning. If you don't love the soot, you're afraid of the fire hazard, because that is totally fair. And I actually just mentioned to you using diffuser oil for the scent in my bedding. And while I don't have a ton of guests, I do like to turn it into KB's Hotel when I do have them. One of my secret weapons to elevating that sleep experience is this Laundress Beauty Sleep Spray. It smells divine. It smells like what you would imagine like Zeus to smell like. If you're not into mythology, that probably doesn't mean anything to you, but it means something to me. This spray is fantastic. I do the same thing with my laundry. I love to have the signature scent. I use this Glamorous Diva additive because I found that it was a little bit cheaper than the Laundress, but the same in terms of quality. And I'm still able to use my Tide Free and Gentle, which are just better for my skin as someone with psoriasis and really, really troubled skin. So you've been looking for an additive, but you were wondering if it was going to be harsh on your sensitive skin, this is not one of those items. You're going to be good to go. And for those beautiful agape candles that I recommend getting from that small business, you can see one burning right there. I have like 20 of them and I keep them on rotation. If you don't have a vintage pedestal like I have right here, I also have this wooden pedestal. This is great for candles. It's great for your dish detergent. It's great for lotion. It's great for elevating anything, getting it off of a surface that maybe you're afraid it's going to scratch. Maybe you just want to vary the height of your styling. That again is one of the pro tips to making a styling look interesting. So a pedestal is a great way to do so, and I really love this one. It really isn't super sensitive to humidity, so I've used mine primarily in my bathroom and I've been very happy with it. And something I love to do is I love to buy vintage lamps. If you haven't seen my most recent video on how to shop secondhand, I recommend go checking that out, because I do recognize that we live in a day and age that maybe you don't want to be shopping on Amazon, or you don't want to be shopping at any of these retailers, and you want to shop secondhand and you want to shop small. And I gave you some tips and tricks on how to do that, because I'm not naive to what's going on here, but my channel is also about providing really, really accessible things to people. So while I will still continue to share lower cost retailers, I'm also going to try and start opening it up so that I can be accessible and sensitive to how everybody feels in this day and age. And I think it's really important for me to say that. But anyway, when I am buying these vintage lamps, sometimes I'm a little afraid to plug them in because they're really, really old. Maybe it's not grounded, and I just get a little bit weary. space. I love to use these GE backup light bulbs. So these are very different from the other battery operated light bulbs I've shared before, because these are just genuine light bulbs, because you can twist them into a normal lamp and use them with a cord as normal, but that actually helps to charge them. So I have a lot of lamps in my home that I don't often use, so I'll charge one that way, and then I'll stick it into a lamp that's maybe old or it's missing a cord, and it will bring it back to life. It'll allow it to be illuminated again and give me that nice glow without me having to go get an electrician or worry about setting my house on fire, which is a real concern when sometimes shopping secondhand. And oh my gosh, finding a picture frame that is affordable but looks luxe is almost like impossible these days. Williams-Sonoma has the most beautiful ones. They're like $75 a piece. I love my family. I don't love them $75 worth to have a picture of them. I'll just open my phone or go look at them, right? But this one is amazing. It has like that bamboo piping, very grand millennial, very on trend, kind of giving you that Nancy Meyers vintage look that people are really loving. I also shared this bedside carafe before, but you guys just love it. And I think it elevates your hosting experience. It elevates your nighttime routine. It's great for putting water in before bed just to make sure you have a little drink if you wake up parched in the middle of the night. You could also use this for mouthwash or something like that. I want to round out today's video though by sharing a few items that are going to elevate your experience, but maybe in and of themselves aren't the most luxurious items. First, we have these duvet clips. If you have a duvet and a duvet cover and there are no loops and ties, this is going to keep your duvet in place. So it's going to give you peace of mind, and it's going to make sure you don't have a cold night. And I think that's priceless for 99.9% of us, because a shifting duvet is the bane of Kiva's existence. Next, we have this motion sensor trash can. On the whole, I think large motion sensor trash cans are such a waste, because that's the sort of thing you'd have in your kitchen, and in the kitchen, like, you're taking out the trash so often, you don't need it to be motion sensor. But I think in a place like a bathroom where we don't go through as much trash, a motion sensor trash can be great because it keeps the lid closed on the more sensitive items, like your used sanitary wipes or, you know, something like that. I think it maintains the mystery that we want to maintain in the bathroom, and it kind of blends into the shadows, which I really love. Next, we have this smart power strip. So I actually have two I want to share with you, but we're going to throw them under the same number. It's my world, so I'm going to live on the edge here. Break from the mold. So first, we have this one I've shared before. This one isn't smart, but it has so many different plugs. It sits flush with the wall, and you can plug in like 50 million things, and you can do USB plugins here. But I also love this one. This one's a little bit more expensive. So I'm sorry, the other one's like $9. This one is almost $30, but wait, it's worth it. It has smart plugs and smart USB ports. So you just get an app. You don't have to put in, you know, your social security number to get the app, which I feel like some of the apps are like, and I hate that. And you can do all of your different smart plugs individually, even the USB one. So this was great for doing the cord management of my lamps in my living room to keep it really nice and sleek in here, especially since we turn on the lamp to help wake up the baby every morning, and it comes on like clockwork, just like she is on her schedule. And for my last two items, first up, we have this black canister. It's super versatile. You can use this in your kitchen for maybe broken apart garlic cloves, for salt, for whatever. I use it for Tylenol. It's a great way to just round out a little styling thing and have that item concealed, because I think there's this huge emphasis on like open bowls, but sometimes I don't want someone to see all my stuff. We just need something sleek and closed that's gonna get the job done. I also have this marble pen holder, but you don't just have to use it for pens. You could use it for toothbrushes, which is what I use it for. You can use it as a little vase if you wanna finish a vignette, if you wanna put something in a tight corner, if you just want to finish styling your bookcase. I think it's a very, very versatile option. But that's it for today's video. Those were 30 products under $30 that I think are going to instantly elevate your home and make sure that you are going to get tons and tons and tons of compliments on your space. If you want to shop any of the items I shared in today's video, I have linked them down in the description box, and it's also pinned in the comments. So if you're struggling to find them, there are two places that you can look for them. And I also did my best to link these on other websites as well, so that you can also buy them from a retailer that you feel good about. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and until next time, have a beautiful day.